Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. So in today's video I'm going to show you something very simple. You can utilize these in many miscellaneous items like bookmark or a gift card. So let's start with the first one. So this is wasted sheet of paper that I'm using, and I'm using this needle pen of size 0.2 mm. You can use normal ball pen as well, but make sure that ball pen is waterproofed. And you can start creating some simple flower. So I'm creating the center part of the flower and then created couple of petals little bit towards rounded in shape, and I'm keeping these two flowers very close to each other so that we can show some overlapping between the flowers. So as I'm creating group of these flowers, so you can also choose different perspective of flowers as well. So I have created these three flowers. I have created a stem, and then you can think about creating leaves. So leaves are also very simple. I'm creating some pointed leaves like these. These are in group, so creating three leaves in a one single group. And randomly you can create multiple stuff like this. So we are not concentrating on shading and detailing because we are only creating the outline of these flowers. Now the second type of flower is something like this. So I have created a big oval kind of shape in the center part of the flower, and I have created bigger petals towards downward direction and smaller petals towards upward direction to show different kind of flower and different perspective of flower altogether. So I'm keeping the center part of the flower a little darker, so I'm doing some cross hatching there. So cross hatching means creating cross line and parallel line to make it little darker. And likewise I have created two flowers of a similar kind. So we have two different group of flowers here. Now what you can do is you can create couple of smaller flowers. So I'm creating small flower like these. These are random flower or a wild flower, you can say. So I have created one small center part and then wavy pattern around it to make it look like these are flowers. And what else we can do? So think about it, whatever you know, what kind of structure you needed to make something like this. You can keep creating those kind of a structure and pattern, and we are doing it with pen purposefully because we wanted to make it easier for everyone, and this one is the easiest way to paint, I guess. So now I'm creating one bigger structure here to create a different kind of wild structure altogether, and I have created multiple curve attaching towards the center, and at the tip of every string you can create some random pattern to create or to make it look like these are flowers. So I think we're done with the flowers. Now we can make more leaves and foliages around it. So you can create little wavy leaf, you can create little bit serration in the leaf, you can create leaves little longer, smaller, different kind of leaf altogether. So whatever you know about flowers and leaves, you can utilize those structure of leaves and foliages and flowers to paint something like this. So this technique is also called line and wash, wherein we draw everything with the help of pen and then we put some color around it. You can also do it very randomly or you can do it precisely. So let's start to do some watercoloring into it. So with the help of yellow color, I'm going through the flower area and I'm just putting some color around it to make it yellow flowers. And see, everything is defined already, so you don't need to think about a structure and pattern. You simply put some color around it to make it look like flowers. So add some clean water to make it little blurry, and then with the help of pink color you can paint this kind of flower. So again I'm putting these colors, as you can see roughly I'm going beyond the structure of flower, but that is also totally fine, and I'm doing it purposefully because I don't want to make it precise, I want to make it on the loose side. So in this particular flower I'm adding some blue color, and again I'm putting these colors randomly, and I'm using watercolor sheet so that it can absorb more water. So if you're doing something like this, so it's better to use watercolor sheet so that you can utilize more water if needed. Now you can create the center part of the flower with the help of brown color. Now you can see I have already created center part of the flower a little darker, so I don't need to do much. I have simply put some brown color into it and we are done with the flowers. Now for the leaves you can use different shades of green, and for the stem as well. So you can choose whatever color you like to use for the leaves and foliages. I'm using sap green color, and I have also mixed little bit of blue into it to make it little darker. You can create different shades of green combining 2 to 3 colors. So if you mix blue color into the green itself, you will get a little darker shade of green. If you are mixing yellow color into the green, you might end up getting little yellowish greenish kind of color. So different kind of green color you can create by your own to make these foliages, and different shade is sometimes better to use, so you can definitely try those things. Now I have added green element also. We have one more flower here, so I'm using blue color again for this one, because in the previous one I have used purple color a little bit. Now you can have a choice, either you can keep it like this or you can add a little bit of background as well, because everything have defined already, so nothing to do much. You can simply put some lighter shade to create some background, and we are done with this one. Now let's do the second one. Second one is also simple. In this one I'm creating little bigger flower, so I have created a bigger black dot, smaller dot around it to create the center part of the flower, and then you can create big petal like these. So I have created 3 petals. These are front petals, and in between I'm creating 3 more to create behind petals, and then you can choose to create stem. So I have created a bigger stem like this, and we're done with the first flower. If you want, you can do a little bit of shading and detailing, so that would enhance your drawing, but let's not focus into that. So I'm thinking to create one more flower of a similar kind. So again I'm creating the center part and 3 bigger petals, mostly in a triangle form, and then you can create 3 more petals in between 3 bigger petals. So we have these 2 bigger flower, we have created stem, we have created center part of the flower. Now let's create leaf. So in this one, leaves are also bigger in size, so I am creating bigger leaf, little pointed and little wavy, having different perspective into it. And then you can create some random pattern to create wild structure there. So I'm creating some string having some random pattern at the tip to make it look like these are wildflower, and then in between you can create some foliages, bigger, smaller, wavy, serrated, smooth. So whatever kind of foliages and leaf you needed, you can add those things at the base of this particular structure. And likewise you can draw as many as bookmark or gift card, tag, or whatever you like these. And these are very helpful when you don't have much time to do multiple things. So if you have lesser time, or if you want to do something special during last minute, so you can definitely choose these kind of painting for your loved ones. So I have created some more flowers randomly. I want to add little bit of line and pattern into the flower, so I did that. Now let's paint it. So with the help of watercolor again, I am going to use pink color and purple color to paint flower. So you can just go around the petal area, put some color around it. You can keep little bit of negative space in between flower as well. Totally fine. You can go beyond this structure. Totally fine. You can mix two different color. Totally fine. So I'm mixing little bit of blue into the purple color, and you will get something like this at the end. Now these are wildflowers, so I'm using yellow color to paint this particular flower, and then you can use green color to paint leaves. So I'm using sap green color for the bigger leaves that we have. We also have some foliages, so I'm randomly putting some color at the base of this particular structure to create some longer pattern to make it look like these are foliages. Then you can use little darker shade of green color to create similar kind of pattern, and keep adding these kind of structure and pattern until you satisfied with the overall structure that you have. So I think we are almost done with this one as well. We have only one thing left, so I am adding little bit of blue color around that area, and you can also use lighter shade of gray color to make white elements. That is also something you can do. And we are done with today's video. I'm hoping this video is helpful for you guys, and I hope if you are new to watercolor, you can definitely try this particular one and let me know how you feel about it. And please do let me know if you have any feedback for me, and thank you so much for always watching my videos, commenting on my videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video.